Yeah, things are going great. The women, they're really working hard. They really they want to be great. The freshmen, they're kind of like they're really like they're looking for feedback, and even the seniors, what can I do to get better? What can I do to inspire my teammates? How can I score points? They're doing a lot of things together. They're pushing each other. I'm really excited to see where we're at on Saturday when we finally get to race. The way practices have been going, they're making great changes. They look like they're getting faster. We graduated a pretty solid class, last year, a bigger group. The senior class is a little smaller, only 4 women. The junior class, only 4 women. So this team is very young. And there's a lot of freshmen that are going to come in, and they've already shown a lot of talent and potential, and they're going to be a lot of significant contributors in that group. Well, the biggest one probably is Ashley Rauhauser, who's a junior. She's won multiple conference championship individual titles in the IM, the backstroke events. She's been a major contributor to the relays. And this year on the medley relay, she's going to be the oldest person on that relay. Her, Hadley McNay really, developed last year as a top breaststroker. Was really close to making some B cuts for Hadley. The medley relays should be really tough, and I think Ashley's been working hard to be a leader for that group. Leah Boardman has been doing a tremendous job in a leadership role, kind of directing the team, making sure people are doing the right things, striving to be better herself. Sarah Janicki has always been a really positive influence, a strong breaststroker, and I think she's really working hard to make sure she goes out near the top of the conference again. So those 3 are really doing a lot to lead the team and get people going in the right direction. From last year, so one of the ones that really has jumped out at me a lot is Ellie Webster. Last year, we saw some potential in her early in the year. We were doing a lot of backstroke work, and then late in the year, some of her freestyle times really started to improve. Unfortunately, she got sick at the wrong time. She got really sick right before the conference championships. It really impacted her swims at the meet. But this year so far, and I think she's also being inspired by the freshmen. She sees those women challenging her in those sprint events, and she's really doing a great job of improving her technique. I think she's going to make a big jump this year. Hadley McNay, the progress that she made throughout the year, and she's already kind of picking up right where she left off. If she continues to make the progress that she's making, like I said, I think she's going to make some B cuts, and those medley relays could have a legitimate shot of making national cuts. One of the things about this team that I really appreciate is years ago when we were among the top in the conference. We had people that were making national cuts, and we brought in a freshman class that we were really excited about, who really took us to another level. We ended up being top 10 at nationals a few years in a row. When that group came in, some of the women who were already on the team were frustrated that they felt that they were being replaced. And they rose to the occasion, and they really came together. This group of upperclassmen are really embracing what the freshmen are bringing to the table, and the freshmen are coming in with just unbelievably great attitudes. I mean, they're funny, they're fun to be around, they're constantly smiling, they want to learn, they want to get better. They really are a great fit for our team culture. It's a fun group. And it's a fun group that is supporting of each other, pushing each other, and they're excited for each other to see what they're going to be able to accomplish this year. I think to have the kind of season we want, people need to stay healthy, and we had a couple weird things happen during the summer that people are recovering from. I think just continuing to be focused on the goals and the journey. Like I said, it's being a young group. Sometimes that can be a little bit overwhelming, especially if they came from a high school program that, they kind of experienced close to best times all year, they may find that, there's going to be some meets where they're going to be a little more tired, they're going to be a little more broken down. But I think as long as they keep lifting each other up, keep pushing each other, keep striving to be the best they can, I think there's going to be a lot of really great fast times at the end of the year here.